I'm trying to tackle now the packs here, right? The packs are kind of tricky. No, not this one, but the outline here, yes. So that, the muscle, the pectoral muscle doesn't go that way, it goes that way. It actually goes this way and this way, but that could be the fold of the skin. Because see, this is the correct, really correct configuration for the pectoralis, because this is the part of the pectoralis that is on the chest. And that is the part of the pectoralis that bridges the chest with the arm, because it goes to under the deltoid. So as the arm is lifted, this bridge here becomes more and more evident that we don't have here. So that is very correct. This is that the pectoralis, if you look at the fibers, the muscle fibers, they don't go like this, they go like this, radiate. But that could be the fold of the skin or something like that, right? So that is the synthesized rectus abdominis. Very, very like a column of muscle like that. That could be like that. Yeah, that could be like that, right? That's below that is the belly, which is the rectus abdominis goes from here down to here, like this, right? This is the rectus abdominis. But here, this area here, it looks like it's always a little bit rounder, because that's where we accumulate a little bit of fat. So there is this little bump here, always like that. So that's pretty accurate in terms of volumes, right? These, they look bumpy. That would be the tensorofasciolata, like that, but very bumpy, right? So the muscles are there, but he plays with them, he extends them, in messes with them in a very interesting way, right? So I ended up doing differently, but I kind of see how, I mean, copying this, right? Even if it doesn't come out exactly the same, I kind of like playing with colors this way. It's interesting, right? And I'm kind of relaxed a bit and not worry too much if I don't get the same exact result. Um, he would not have, he would not wanted me to do that. Would have wanted me to find my own way, right? So that's what I'm doing. This is one of the things, like many other, are also like in the case of Rodin, right? Um, it would be nice to go on a session, live painting session, and use that style or use this style. It would be quite intriguing. Although something like this is something you would do in the privacy of your own studio without other people looking, right? Because you feel the judgment of other people, right? And say, what are you doing? And then you cannot be distracted by that, right? So that's how we are, right? Oh my God, people what are people thinking about me as I paint this, right? also some streaks of lighter color here in the middle. So you guys like it what you do? Because I imagine that here each one of us is coming up with a very different style, technique, and result, right? Are you kind of interested in the way it's coming out, or frustrated, or uh I think this is the classic work that you want to put the original away, right? And then put your drawing in a drawer, leave it there a week, then go back to look at it after a week. And you can look at it more objectively. Because now we are really influenced by, does it look like Schiele's, right? And it doesn't have to in this case. It just had to be, I see it more like an exploration of the technique, or you know, a stimulus for creativity, let's say. Stimulating an exercise to stimulate creativity. Oh, the green heart, right? The green heart. Got that green thing in the middle of the chest. It's kind of quite enigmatic. And it's this opening almost around it, right? What I'm saying that about your question, William, that the anatomy in the other drawings was more correct, or at least more recognizable. In here, there is a the anatomy is there. He understands it. He is messing with it on purpose, or simply is not caring about that. But clearly, like for Picasso work, right? His work was informed by his study, the classical studies, right? Whether he, even when he was doing some of the most abstract things, he had the training that was coming through in most cases, right? So for him too, the anatomy is there. He doesn't care if it's out of proportion, but the way the joint connect with the body, the way the clavicle go to the sternum, the way the pectoralis connect with the arm, are all quite admirable. And also you see how the solidity of the figure, right? The solidity of the figure is quite informed by the understanding of the anatomical structure, right? How the body works. So